Yo, it's Thomas Anthony from FinishBetterMusic.com, and today I'm going to be recreating the drop similar to the one in ACRAZE's song, Do It To It. We'll be going over the drums, the bass, the vocals, the breakdown, and the effects. I've also included a free Ableton project along with a Serum bass patch that you can download in the description of the video.
All my ladies, pop your bets with it.
Now before we get into this, I just want to give a shout out to one of my mentoring students, Nesso, who has been absolutely slaying it lately. He just signed his latest track to Confessions. His song that he made in the mentoring program just hit over 100,000 streams, and he's currently sitting at over 100,000 monthly listeners on Spotify. Now I've linked his Spotify down below so you can check out what he's all about, and there's also a link in the description below to check out the Finish Better Music mentoring program and how to apply and what it's all about, the details of the whole program. So check that link out if that's something you're interested in. Okay, let's get into the song, baby. Hey, let's make this ACRAZE Do It To You drop in less than 5 minutes. Okay, so here is, I just pulled this from the original and I just put a little Ultra Boy on the formants. They actually did this in the original track. They took the original Cherish vocals and put a formant on it. So I added an extra formant so that it would sound different and not get a copyright claim. So this is what it sounds like with the drums, the bass, and the vocals.
With it, pop, with it, snap, with it. All my ladies, pop your bets with it.
Cool. Okay, so first off, I have a kick here, and I basically just have a kick. It's an F. Now, you can find these samples in our free Tech House sample pack, which has a bunch of awesome sick sounds in here, like growls, bass lines, pads, build-ups, claps, fills, hat loops, leads, and a whole bunch of other sounds, awesome sounds, including the bass MIDI that I use in my song VIP Chillin'. But you can find that in the description below. But that's where I got all the samples from for this little tutorial from. So basically we have a kick that's an F, nice and thick. Then we have just some simple claps. I just have 2 claps layered. So I have like a little higher one, and then this one. So one's kind of thinner and then one's kind of higher. So they give a nice little clappy sound. Nothing too nothing too extreme. And then some hats over top. Just a nice open hat. I haven't even really mixed this really well, but I could bring this up a little higher. So just a nice 909 open hat. And then basically I have all of these drums like compressed together. Slow attack, fast release, 2-to-1 ratio. That's kind of what I have for gelling my things together. And then let's get into the bass. So the bass is the most interesting part. Now, the first thing I want to show you is this is the pattern for the bass. And I will delete this second one so I can show you to go straight from what's going on, how I would figure out the bassline pattern. And this is something that I really dive into deep in the mentoring program, is looking at the waveforms of the original and really deconstructing it so that you can figure out what the heck is going on. So it starts on a C sharp, and typically with these ones we can see in the original it goes boom, and there's like a little bass note right there. So we can just bring that over and it goes boom ba-doom. And then there's like another note up top there. So they're just jumping an octave to this C, I believe. And then it comes back down for a longer note like that. So simple. And notice I haven't even put anything, I haven't checked any sound yet. I'm just kind of like looking off these waveforms. So it's like boom. I'm going to pitch this down 2 semitones so I don't get copyrighted. But we can hear boom, boom, ba-doom, boom, 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 ba-doom, boom, boom. And then it basically repeats twice. And I'm going to repeat this 4 times because it doesn't change very much. The only thing that changes is this goes up to, actually all of this should be on D sharp because it's in D sharp, and then this goes up to an E. Now, the one thing, I've looked up a couple tutorials on this, and because I wanted to add something that was missing that I saw that a lot of people were missing. So in the programming of the MIDI notes here, actually we'll start with this first. Let's go through the bass and then I'll come back to the fine tuning this. So this is basically the sound that I made right here. There we go. And, oh, I actually bring this down to C sharp. There we go. Now we're going to start with an init preset. So it just sounds really weird. And we'll put on here. I just like to go to the basic shapes because this one is just a sine wave. So we got basic shape, and then we want to drop it down 2 octaves. And we want to make the envelope. So basically we want to bring the sustain down all the way and increase the decay to about like 275 or so. Now we're kind of getting that shape, so it's just long, and it has like, as you play the notes, they're gonna like sound kind of like an 808 kick drum. And then we also want to just mess with some of the fine tune, because as you can hear, it just starts off very subby. So we want to give it, again, we want to turn the sustain down, turn the decay hella down, and we want to bring this up into the coarse pitch. Now if you press shift and control or option, it's going to bring it to one side, and then we're just going to mess with this. So that's getting too high. Maybe let's bring this down a bit. Now I'm going to turn the side chain off of this. See, now we're getting a nice, cool, like clicky sound. So now it's sounding really subby. Now we want to go into the effects section. We want to turn on distortion, and we're going to map this same envelope to the drive. And we're just keeping it on tube because tube is a badass. Then we'll throw on a multiband here. We'll bring down some of the lows a little bit, and we'll turn up some of the gain. Sounding sick. Now we want to also have an EQ at the end here, or sorry, a filter at the end here, and we want to make it cutting off so much of the highs, and we'll bring a cutoff to here. Again, press shift and option to make it go all the way. Then we want to turn this down, because this is all following this filter envelope now, and now we're getting a nice thick ass sound. So that's sounding pretty sick. Now the next thing I would want to do with this is to put on Ableton Saturator. Now I switched it to the sine saturator because I like the sound of that. Just makes it sound so sick and thick. And then I'm going to cut off some more of the highs here. Now, let's talk about the programming of the bass notes. And that sounds good. Now, we'll listen to that with the kick and the bass. Let's turn this one off, turn this one on, and we'll turn on the sidechain. Now, you can use the Ableton sidechain. I use Kickstart for this one, but you can use the Ableton one. It's totally okay to do that. Now, another thing I noticed in here when I listened to the original was that it was going... There was another note in there, and that's just a tom. They just use just a like little tom. And I just put a tom in there, and I cut off some of the highs, so that when I play it... Now, what we can do here from actually looking at the waveforms, we can see that this could either be a kick or a bass, and it's on the last phrase, they actually just put in another note in here, and they actually move this one over to there, so that... Am I doing this on the right one? I'm not doing it on the right one. It should be on this one. So it gives us a little like jump step. So if we listen to the original... It has this little jump step. Now we listen to ours, and we can fiddle with this time here. That's a bit too much. Should maybe move this over. That might be a little too much. And maybe let's move this one over so it gets a little bit decay on there. So that's basically it. So we just want to be really aware of what's actually going on in the song. And this is something we teach so hardcore in the mentoring program. It's using reference tracks to be able to generate drop ideas. And if you're interested in the mentoring program, you can head on over to FinishBetterMusic.com and find out all about our mentoring program, what our students have achieved, what the whole program is about, what you'll learn in it, everything that needs to go into the mentoring program. And then from there, if you want to join up to the mentoring program, you can just click apply, fill out all this information, gives us all the information we need to set up a one-on-one call with you, where we'll set up a one-on-one Zoom call and we'll go over one of your tracks and give you feedback and a detailed plan to get to your goals. So that's just something you're interested in, definitely fill out this stuff and hit me up. And if you're just interested in getting some free value, because I know mixing is kind of difficult, I actually made this free mixing and mastering bootcamp, 100% free. You learn how and when to use the right effects, why developing a mixing plan is critical, power of gain staging, how to process individual sounds and the groups, how to get a tight and control low end, and you get our master processing chain for clear and powerful masters. Again, 100% free. I go start to finish. You can watch this video. It'll explain the whole idea behind the mixing course, but we just wanted to give some super duper solid value and help producers out using just stock plugins. So there's that. And then you can also head over to the free section. We have some sample packs, guides, and project breakdowns. But yeah, that's it. So like we'll have this, there's a link in the description below to download this project file. Obviously not the vocals here, but the drums and the bass and all those sounds. And also check out our free Tech Out sample pack. And if you want to follow me on Instagram, you can head over to Instagram at It's Tom Anthony, and yeah, you can just follow me here and hit me up. I always answer my DMs, so send me a message if you have any questions about producing. Okay, until next week. Peace.
Having somebody actually sit down with you and walk through each step of the music creation process was life changing.
And this was actually one of the best things that I spent my money on in my whole life. Like seriously, like it changed everything for me.
Like the quality of the songs that I've done in 8 weeks. I have 4 or 5 tracks that are like, the idea is good, different genres. Yeah, man, thank you, really.
I mean, I can safely say that since then, I've been making one of my favorite tracks, including the track that we worked on together. And I would definitely suggest Thomas to anyone who wants to advance their production skills.
I would recommend this program to anyone that is looking to further their knowledge in producing. You'll not only have a great mentor, but you'll have the skills and the tools necessary to create the best music that your mind can put down.
And that was one of the big things for me. It's like it was a kick in the ass without somebody actually kicking me in the ass.
Definitely the experience I got from you guys is just amazing. It's just, yeah.
That's basically it. I just wanted to say that investing in this mentorship program was probably one of the best things I ever did for music.
I felt so lost before, like starting a song, like it could just go any direction. I don't have like a pretty good sense of like what I want to do and like how to do it.